Are you revising hard for your CILEX Foundation exams, but still not getting the results you want? Now that can be really frustrating, especially when you feel like you understand the law well. But here's the important thing. Often students don't fail their foundation exams because they don't know anything. They often struggle because they're losing marks through exam technique. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 practical tips to help you improve your exam performance without just telling you to revise more. And some of these tips might seem really obvious, but you'd be surprised how much of a difference they make when you really pay attention to them. Tip number 1 is slow down when reading questions. Now, this is especially important for the foundation modules that use multiple choice and automated questions in the exams, because in those exams, one small word can completely change the answer. So words like best, most likely, first, accept, must, or may aren't just throwaway words. They're sometimes the key to the whole question. So before you click an answer, pause and ask yourself, what exactly is this question asking me? Because if it's asking me to select the best option, I can't just select an option that works. I need to select the best option out of the available ones. So don't just answer the question you expected to see. Answer the question that's actually in front of you. Tip 2 is to use elimination in multiple choice questions. Now, a common mistake in exams that use multi-choice questions is to pick the first answer that looks familiar. But in multiple choice questions, several options might look plausible. And so your job isn't just to find an answer that could be right. Your job is to find the right or the best answer. So work through the options, and as you're eliminating them, ask yourself, why is this one wrong? Why is this one less accurate? What is it that makes the option that I'm going to choose stronger than the others? And taking a bit of time to do that elimination process can stop you falling into the trap of choosing the familiar answer instead of the correct one. Tip 3 is to practice applying the law to scenarios. Now, this tip matters for scenario-based questions, practical tasks, and any assessment really where you're given facts and asked to use the law. Now, knowing the law, knowing the rule is important, but it's not enough on its own, because CILEX is also testing whether you can apply that law, that rule, to a realistic scenario. So when you read a scenario, don't just ask yourself, what's the topic? Ask yourself, what facts matter? So who is involved? What's happened? What legal issue is being triggered? What fact points me towards the answer? Now, a simple method for this is issue, relevant fact, answer. So it works like this. First, you identify what the legal issue in the scenario is. Then you link that legal issue to a specific fact from the scenario, and then you choose or you explain the answer. And that keeps your thinking focused and it stops you drifting into general knowledge. Tip number 4 is control your time across the whole exam. Now, this applies to any format of exam, whether that's multiple choice, automated questions, scenarios, and so on. Now, one difficult question can feel really important in the moment, but if you spend too long on it, that can cost you marks elsewhere. So don't let one hard question steal time from several easier ones. So if you're stuck on a particular question, just flag it and move on. You can always come back later if you've got time. And also make sure to keep track of your time. How long should you be spending on a particular question? And make sure you're aware of how long you've already spent on it. Remember, your goal isn't to produce a perfect answer to one question. Your goal is to collect marks steadily across the whole paper. Tip number 5 is practice the actual exam style. Now, reading notes is useful, but reading notes is not the same as being exam ready. You need to make sure that you're actually practicing what you will have to do in the exam. And so that means doing practice papers. It means doing mock exams. It means doing timed multiple choice practice for the MCQ modules. It means scenario-based practice for application questions. And so the more your practice feels like the real exam, the less intimidating the real thing is going to feel on the day. Now, if you want to have access to some free mocks to practice for your foundation exams, at Astranti, we have got several foundation mocks that are available for free. So make sure to check the link in the description to get yours today and get as much practice under your belt as you can. So to recap, read questions carefully, eliminate weak options in multiple choice questions, apply the law to the facts, manage your time, and practice the actual exam style. If you're struggling with your CILEX Foundation exams, don't take that as a sign that you just can't do it. It might just mean that your revision needs to be more exam focused and not just theory focused.